I would like to warn you that you will need to applaud very soon, because now, in a minute, all together, we will see a special ceremony. So the Ministry of Welfare and organization Sustaino, and the Ministry of Welfare is like an umbrella organization, and they have assessed the works which were done so before, and we would like to show visually and also show the projects implemented by the European Union money, and show these examples of good practice which have to be highlighted. The Ministry of Welfare have also tried to evaluate and to see what are those human changes, what they wanted to highlight, what it could bring to our society. So all these works and projects, they are not put in line of importance or so. It's not the first or 15th place. All of them are important. They have worked with various projects creating social centers, day centers, and they've taken the universal design into their minds and into this context. And so the first greetings, which we will send in image of presents later. So right now we have the list of these projects. So Jēkabpils city municipality created the territorial object in Brīvības Street 187 in Jēkabpils, and they created a hotel, roomy hotel, which is accessible for everyone. Before that, it was a degraded territory, but now this is a hotel, and so all the respect to you that this specific entrepreneur was thinking about this. Next two projects were implemented by Jelgava municipality. This was a project to renew the cultural historic object in Vecpilsēta Street 14. People from Jelgava definitely know it. This is a very, very special house. And between those houses, there was a special lift created, and we gave an opportunity to get to the second floor of this historic building, and nothing was ruined from our historic heritage. And the second object in all this can be called a special pearl of the special architectural heritage. This is Dobele Castle Hill, and the chapel also was conserved, and also there are special tourism services offered, and there is also environmental accessibility arranged, and even the cellar is accessible, so it is easy to get to the first floor, of course, but also it's possible to get to the cellar and without losing authenticity. So at all levels, accessibility is not a problem. So the most important is wish to enjoy it. And now let us go further to Ventspils, where there is a special project. The municipality already before created a special day center for grown-ups with some mental disorders. And this social unit from the municipality greatly involved people who already live there and who visit this day center. And they listen to them, and according to their needs and according to their traditions and skills, this special service was created. So we can see this cooperation, which starts from a very sincere conversation. Widzemes Hospital receives our surprise prize because the goal was to improve accessibility of health services, at the same time thinking about the vulnerable persons who are under the risk of poverty, and therefore the infrastructure was rebuilt, and the use of healthcare resources were reorganized, and the safe movement of patients was ensured, and everything that is quite frequent now was also designed over there already before COVID, and that brings a lot of benefits. So this municipality also adjusted their existing infrastructure into the institutionalization project, and they discussed with people who need support for people who cannot care for themselves. And this project proved that it is important not only to follow the accessibility criteria, but also to add some creative elements, for example, for children, to improve, to have individualized approach and services for local people, whatever is their problems and disabilities. So everything is possible with the support. And let's now go to the second largest city in Latvia, Daugavpils, which were praised also by Sustento, where in daycare center for people with mental disabilities, the territory was well arranged and adjusted for people with various tactile and entertaining elements. So this rearrangement of this environment was adjusted for those clients to be able to have some activities outside, at the same time ensuring privacy for them and their need to be alone. Also in Daugavpils, there is a multifunctional social services center, something that other municipalities are just wishing for, but in Daugavpils this is already built and provides efficient services for people for whom these activities and this moment of rest and entertainment is great. People might say that they kind of in these old people centers feel imprisoned, like imprisoned, but over there are a lot of opportunities. Also, they have thought a lot about communication between young people, and they are also training their ability to integrate into the society. So in case if you need, you can also receive a help for there and advice from them. The same refers also to Jelgava municipality, and the Jelgava municipality within the deinstitutionalization in Draudzības Street number 3 in Little Kaunsiems village on the riverbank of Lielupem have created a special place for people with mental disabilities, and thus they are creating the place where they can promote communication between those people. Also in Salaspils municipality, there is infrastructure for children with functional disabilities. And here it is very important that there are well-thought solutions for some functionality of the buildings and also visually very, very pleasant environment. People say this is very pleasant to be there and work there. Next award will be sent to Zemgale region. There is a special building. Looks like a private house, but this is a premises, facilities for children who are not in families, for orphans. And but this looks like a family building, and this feeling of family and home, this is very important to ease up. And here they are also thinking about professionals who have to work there. So in order to dance tango, of course, always you need 2 partners. Then Bauvi municipality, they had also a project within the the institutionalization plan, and they created a center for children with functional disabilities. In this child care center, there are special workshops also for adults with mental disabilities, where everyone can develop their talents and fill their day with something pleasant. So everything starts, of course, with technical assistance, materials, and technical support, so that the rooms can be easily opened and so on. But now the center is also prepared to accept clients with rather severe functional disabilities. And so it is great that by doing one thing, like 2 rabbits are killed. And then we also want to highlight the oldest city in Latvia, Ludza, where there is also a center for children with functional disabilities. This is a 2-story building, a very nice reconstruction for the building itself. And there is a full access ensured, which is logical. And this is the case where the center is created in a place where this service was not available. It doesn't matter whether you live in Ventspils or Ludza, you are a citizen of Latvia, and the minimum has to be accessible for everyone equally, right? The new workplaces, the new nature and culture tourism services, a more accessible beach of Riga. So Jūrmala city have created a beautiful restoration project, and it is worth to visit it in presence. A Meluži open-air stage, and also there is a summer cafe, and this was also renovated. And the main idea is that accessibility solutions can be achieved promoting participation of people with disabilities in recreation opportunities. And that is very okay for the spa and resort town. Another is something that other cities and towns can also borrow. And this is Kuldīga town with Jelgava Street, which is quite long. And there is these cobblestone streets, which is so specific for Kuldīga town. And our director, Varis Braslov, when he filmed all his films, he used the view of this cobblestone streets in Kuldīga. And so these cobblestone streets were not liquidated, but still they ensured the possibility for people with wheelchairs how to move around. And this can be adopted in other towns. So this is a wonderful moment. Let us send these virtual kisses and the praise that the awards will be sent, and Santa will be sending all this, and we will also film all the prize-giving process and also the objects. We will let people to be encouraged and inspired, and this will be an opportunity to get contacts and also maybe borrow some good examples